So Lisa, it's easy to see that all your life you've been motivated really by your passion for dance, and it's brought you where you are. It's given you so much joy and fulfillment. Is there anything more that you could ask for?
Not really. I am, I remember this line from a movie where, the guy says, "My reality has far exceeded my wildest dreams."
Wow.
And
what movie was that? I want to watch that movie.
I think it's called Broadcast Network or Broadcast News. And he was an anchor. He became an anchor in the broadcasting industry.
Is that how you feel about your life?
That's how I feel, because I started with a dream of dancing the classical ballet, full-length classics that I really wanted. And I dreamt of dancing them, at least once in my life. But
really?
Like Swan Lake, I've danced 33 times already, the full-length version. That's just an example of one classical ballet role that I dreamed of dancing when I was a teenager.
So you were able to do what you love many, many times over and in the grandest scale.
Yes, and the best part of it is I'm artistic director of my own ballet company. I'm directress of my own ballet school. So, when I was young, I also made a list of what I wanted to achieve before I reached the age of 35. Because at 35 is normally the age where classical ballet dancers retire.
Yes.
Yeah. And part of that list was to have a ballet studio of my own, to become a teacher, and to be able to basically perform all the classical ballet roles. So that, for me, I've done that. I really cannot ask for anything more. I think I've already overextended my career as a dancer.
Why do you always say that? You feel that you're overstaying as a professional?
Yes, yes, I am,
really?
and I am overstaying. I don't just feel it because
you don't feel it.
Normally, a dancer retires after 20 seasons.
Yes, but you're
I'm on my
28th
28th season. Yes.
How long do you see yourself still doing this?
Well, I have my Swan Song series, and next year is the last of the Swan Song series. 3 years of retirement of the great classical ballet roles.
You mean that's it? You'll really retire already?
I plan to.
Okay, so it's open. It's a plan. You might retire, but then again, you might not. Ganun ba yun?
Let's put it this way. I just for my health. Also, I just don't want to push my body too much.
But when you say retire, it doesn't mean you'll stop dancing. You'll just stop dancing professionally. But you'll always have your studio.
I'll always have my studio. I'll always be, dancing for me is the best form of exercise.
Yes.
And it's just so much a part of my life. I'll always be there, maybe choreographing, conceptualizing, mentoring, training. So I'll still be moving.
Okay.
But I just might not. I will just cut down on the number of hours that I actually dance, and maybe the number of performances that I actually do on stage.
Yeah. So when you were exposed to all these ballet dancers from every other part of the world, mostly Russia, what was the trait in a Filipina that you think is most resilient?
I think, for Filipinos, for Filipino artists, we put so much emotion in our work and in our performance, which is good. But at the same time, you tend to really overextend yourself and squeeze so much from yourself.
What do you mean you overextend? You feel that the Filipino artist really just gives way too much?
Yes, you sort of like dance, like for me, I dance my performance as if it's the last performance of my life. And sometimes it ends up na I cannot walk or I cannot even move
suffer the
after.
After.
So I think in a way it's good to be very emotional and be very focused and deliver that performance without holding back.
Yes.
But at the same time you have to sort of like realize that
there are limits.
Oh, the day after tomorrow, I have to do this again.
Yes.
So I have to maybe tone it down a bit so I still have the strength,
But that is a trait. You're saying that is a trait that's not exclusive to just you. You see it in other Filipino artists as well.
Yes. I see it in other Filipino artists. They tend to make their performance the last performance of my life.
And more than that ever being a bad thing, it's always a good thing, right?
I think it makes the performance really
Yes.
special.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered, I guess, as the first Philippine-based international prima ballerina.